Hey everybody! This week I am borrowing a video idea from my friend Kristen over at Running with Makeup. Here is her channel. Go check it out. Her idea and what we are going to do is go through my shoes. We are literally going to walk through each one of my shoes that make up my running journey. Oh, the stories these souls have to tell. So that by the end of this video, we will all have walked a mile in my shoes. Here we go. First up are these. These are New Balance 880s. And while these weren't the pair that I ran my first 5K without stopping in, I think those might be buried at the bottom of my closet somewhere. I am counting these as my first pair of true running shoes. I went to the store and got fitted for these. These were the first shoes that didn't give me blisters and made the thought of running even longer distances seem possible. Oh, and I went skydiving in these. Next up, I stuck with New Balance, but I graduated to the New Balance 1080s. I ran my first Run Disney event, the Princess 5K from 2018, in these shoes. They also started me on my official 50 states journey by completing the inaugural Silo District Marathon in Waco, Texas. Then we have these. I like to refer to these as my mermaid shoes. These are also New Balance 1080s in the same version as the blue and pink ones we just saw. These shoes led me through my first 10K finish line, which was my proof of time for the 2018 Princess Half Marathon, as well as through my first half marathon finish line, again, Princess 2018. Now, I've said it before many times, but I never even thought I would get through that 5K without stopping and live to tell the tale, so these shoes will always be really special to me because as soon as I crossed that half marathon finish line, I looked down at them and knew I was capable of doing hard things and capable of doing even harder things than what I had just done. All right, this is my first, but definitely not my last pair of black New Balance 1080s. I probably should mention here that you're going to see a lot of the same versions of shoes, even some of the same colors of shoes, because New Balance only came out with 2 or 3 colors of 1080s a year, and I needed at least 2 pairs a year to get me through training and everything, because these go about 350 miles per pair for me. Okay, so back to these. They got me through another race with my mom, my first international race in Disneyland Paris, my first race with my trainer and good friend Catherine at the Houston Turkey Trot, and my first local half marathon, the Fort Smith Half Marathon. Next up were these. Besides my first pair, this was one of my favorite pairs color-wise for sure. In these shoes, I won my first race. It was the FCA 10K that I had done for a proof of time the year before in a different pair of shoes, but this time I won my age group. Awesome. I also completed the Disneyland Paris half in these shoes when I dressed as Provincial Belle. Okay, biggest pair in my mind coming up now. Yes, it's another New Balance black pair of 1080s. This was version 9. This pair only got me a PR in the half marathon, which was my proof of time for Dopey. But it also ran me through Shawshank with a couple of my best running friends. And drum roll, these were the shoes that I became a marathoner in. That's right, these are the very shoes that I wore in the London Marathon. Note that because that'll become important in a minute. I never thought that I would be capable of even half of what I've been able to do. Physically, financially, mentally, everything. I just didn't know if I was capable of something of this magnitude. Once I crossed that finish line and I had done it, these became my Cinderella slippers, so to speak. I took my life-changing run in them. At the same time as those came these. These are the light blue version that they had the same year as the black ones. I ran a Wonder Woman run with a coworker in these shoes. That was special because not only were they a part of my running journey, but I got to be a part of starting someone else's running journey. So that's a really cool memory that I got to have in these shoes. I also completed the 10K of the Dopey Challenge in these shoes. Now, you may think that that's a little light for these shoes, but they were my training run workhorses, so they definitely have a lot of significant miles on them, even if they weren't the victory lap, so to speak, that some of the other shoes got to enjoy. If my London Marathon shoes were my Cinderella slippers, I guess you could say these were my stepsister soles. I still love them though. Next up, these might look familiar. These are the exact same shoes as my London Marathon 1080s, same color, same version, same everything, but they don't have the L on the bottom. I marked the bottom of those other shoes just so I would never get them confused. Am I going to regret that? Timing was good because I almost mixed them up getting them out for this video. These shoes, though they weren't the shoes that I became a marathoner in, still did some amazing things. These shoes conquered the New York City Marathon. And not only that, the Walt Disney World Marathon. I think it was the hottest marathon on record, so these definitely earned their keep. All right, last but not least, I like to call this pair my pandemic pair. These are also black New Balance 1080s, but these are the version 10 1080s. These shoes have already taken me through the 5K of the Dopey Challenge and the half marathon, as well as a virtual half marathon, the Garmin Oz half marathon. How am I supposed to count this shoe-wise on Strava, guys? What a mile, what a mile. I think maybe I'll clean up my retired friends, they've earned it, and display some of them. Maybe I'll donate some others so they can have some more adventures with others. I do know for sure though, there are special pairs I won't be parting with. But it is parting time for us for now. I hope you've enjoyed this walk in my shoes. Until next time, please like, comment with which of my shoes fits a piece of your running story or the most memorable moment you've had in a pair of your own. Subscribe and ring the bell 2 times for notifications. Bye guys. Let's see what else you got.